Evan here, feeling my contractual obligation as a Southwestern PA Rural Exploration member to talk into these videos. We have one more person, and she will talk eventually when she's not mad at us again. Anyway, we don't know what this is. Chip was down here the other day, and he claims this has moved a little bit. This is just sheet metal. I'm assuming this is right around the corner, and you can see we were just right over there at the fan house entrance. You can see the relics, if you will, and I'm assuming that these were like the covers of the fans, because this one looks almost curved, but it could just be time has done it, and it's probably the coverings for the fan motors, the fans themselves, and they're sliding down the hill. It appears to be. Now, what Chip is going to take over, I'm going to walk up.
Be careful
Here.
So I don't know what's
shit.
that thing you want.
I didn't say that, did I? Okay.
All right. Now this is definitely another entrance to the Poland mine. As I mentioned before, you can see the railroad track that was used to hold it open. This is definitely a lot more accessible than the one over by the fan house. I mean, you've got the seam of coal, probably what, Evan, 4 feet high?
About 4 or 5 feet high.
Does this look similar to what's down below you in Stringtown?
Right below my house, on one of the older blogs, I have a couple that I call them hole mines that are cut inside. This is far more deep, and this is a lot more improved. You can see the cinder blocks in play right here. I don't even know when cinder blocks came into existence.
I'm not sure.
But no, mine below my house don't have any of this. I have old timbers. Now, one thing this is different than mine is this is very accessible and open, and there's no water in here. Mine are flooded with water.
Now this one's dry, and it goes back further than I can see.
Yes, it does, and it's a nice, cool
There's like a breeze
air
coming out
of here. Now, Ed would probably tell us something what that means, because he's commented on that before. It doesn't smell foul or anything. It's like a fresh, clean spring air, if you will.
Like bounce. But yeah, you could get in this one. So if you crazy people that actually go in these mines would want to come check this out, this is one that we could actually get into. I don't know how far, but I will tell you this. Evan mentioned it last time I was up here, and that was probably about 2 weeks ago. These sheets of iron have moved since then. See that tree, how it's growing kind of crazy crooked out of the ground? The reason that it's growing that way is that sheet of iron was laying on top of it.
A couple of days ago, a few weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Now, you got to figure that tree, I don't know how old that tree is, but it's been there long enough to have been deformed by the piece of iron laying on it. But we have had so much rain lately. This is not uncommon to see. It looks to me like maybe a rock came down off here, same as over at the fan house, and just walloped it. But we're going to get a better look at this stuff, because this was covered up last time I was here.
And we have had rain.
All kinds of rain.
The creek is turbid and turgid.
There you go with your botany words again.
There I go with my botany words.
Now see, here we've got some, this was all underneath that sheet of iron last time I was here. This has got like a canvas. I don't even know what this is.
Oh, that's fine.
Now there's cinder blocks underneath here.
I need to get some footing.
I don't know what this is. If this was a buggy. But if you look above, you could understand why these rocks coming down would definitely cause some heavy-duty destruction down on this end.
It looks like there's some sort of screen or netting underneath there.
I don't know. Something I wanted to mention on the video today.
Oh.
Ranger Will Robinson. Something I wanted to mention was that I was reviewing some of our videos earlier, and something that we say a lot in our videos, whether it's about coal mines or helicopter crashes or ferry boats or whatever it is that we're looking at, is a common phrase. I'm getting off this rock because it's moving.
All right.
Is, I don't know. I don't know. And we don't really know a lot of details, but what we want from the blog viewers and the people that watch these videos is, if you know, tell us. Email us, comment on the video, let us know what we're talking about if you know and we don't, because that's how we learn stuff. Like the helicopter crash, we knew basically nothing about that. Then I found a bunch of information on the internet, and it makes it a lot more entertaining for people to watch a video that actually has, you know, legit info in it. So when you hear us say, I don't know, and you do know, school us, man. But check this tree out. This is cool. This is what I'm talking about. This sheet of iron laid as one piece across there, and you can see where it laid on the tree.
I can see that. Maybe it just broke.
It must have, but it did it like this week. That iron probably laid here for 80 years or so, or however long. I don't even know for sure what that iron was part of, because there's no structure here like there is over on the other side.
Maybe there was a covering over this, because you can see the cinder blocks there. Maybe.
I can't help but wonder what's up there.
Well, we can
check out the cool. Can you see where the erosion has just like
erode
ate it away at that
yeah.
rock? That's cool.
Well, there's something over here we're going to look at. We found some more holes cut into the side of the hill, so that we're going to go take a look at those. Now, as we were walking down to the other holes we saw, we stumbled across this, literally, and it is part of a rail.
More of that Carnegie steel.
More of that Carnegie steel. And seeing this, we just started using our imagination, like Barney and such, and Barney. And you can see, you can just envision, this was a rail bed at one time. This will continue on to what we call the big cement object down there, and this is where the rails were. Now we noticed this right here, this has fallen, but it's been a long time since it's fallen. Chip noticed there's timbers in there, and you could probably see for support, and obviously all the timbers in the world aren't going to support this, because you can see, I'm going to step back and get a shot where this fissure is. Like that work?
Yeah.
This fissure, and you can see this rock was an opening at one time as well, and you can just piece it together just like a jigsaw puzzle where it fell from and just cracked, and there's no amount of timber that's going to hold a couple metric tons of sandstone up. And
see, Doc, when you paid for that Cal U education, it stuck with the boy.
My dad's proud of me.
He's using all them fancy college boy words.
What's that? Metric ton?
Metric ton. Fissure was a good one too.
Fissure.
Now you can see where this went along here, and this was probably the rail bed that took all this coal down to the coke ovens. And I'm beginning to think maybe that the big cement thing we keep talking about was some kind of cleaning device.
Maybe we'll go and take a look at it so people that have not that have not seen the pictures can look at it on this form and maybe give us an idea of what it was, because we just took stills of it last time and we're relatively close, aren't we?
Kind of.